Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for tuning in to Cullman Today. I'm your host, Cheyenne Sharp, and today is Thursday, September 26th. We have a lot to look at in local news today, including information on United Way of Cullman County's new location, the Cullman County Fair Parade, and Cullman Community Theater's latest production. All this plus sports, weather, and more. But for now, let's dive into the top stories happening in Cullman today. United Way of Cullman County on Tuesday cut the ribbon for its new location on Austin Avenue Southwest, directly next to the Art Park. This organization plays a vital role in bringing our community together and supporting those in need. Through research and planning, community engagement, investments in programs and organizations, public policy advocacy, and community building activities, they are creating real and measurable changes in education, financial stability, and health. United Way of Cullman County advances the common good by creating opportunities for a better life for all. Next up, the Cullman County Fair Parade is marching its way through downtown Cullman this Saturday, September 28th, in anticipation of the classic fall event, the Cullman County Fair. Road closures will begin around 1:30 p.m. within the city of Cullman to allow participants and parade floats time to sign in, secure a lineup position, and make any setup that may be necessary. From 1:30 to 4:30 p.m., Highway 31 North beginning at 9th Street Southwest and proceeding to Main Avenue Northwest will be closed to all traffic. Sign-in will be held at the corner of 4th Street Southwest and Highway 278. The Cullman Lions Club, a longtime partner of the Cullman County Fair, will have a tent set up to greet and sign in participants and will be providing maps for all parade walkers. Setup and staging will be held in the blocks between 3rd and 7th Avenues Southwest and 5th and 9th Streets Southwest. Line positions also indicate a participant's position in the parade, which will run from 7th Street Southwest to Arnold Street Northwest. To finish out our top stories, Goat Island Brewing will celebrate its own contribution to local tradition as it holds its 5th annual Goattoberfest celebration this Friday through Sunday, September 29th through the 27th at the South Cullman Brewery, located at 1646 John Cooper Drive. This year, the event has gone from a one-day to a whole weekend of live music, German cuisine, and family-friendly activities. The activities will begin on Friday at 5:30 p.m. with the tapping of the keg and the debut of Goat Island's recently re-released Big Bridge IPA, along with a special strawberry bottle wine sale. Now that we have the top stories out of the way, we're going to take a quick break before returning with sports.
What's in the magazine? October's peeking in. Oktoberfest in Cullman, let the fun begin. Heroes in our town, business all around, recipes for sharing, joy everywhere found. Colonel Cullman cheers, history in our ears, community so bright, polka through the night. Sports spotlight today, kids come out to play. Fields and courts are buzzing in the autumn sway. Germans came to stay, crafts and brews on display. Cullman's heart is glowing in the polka way. Colonel Cullman cheers, history in our ears, community so bright, polka through the night.
Hello and welcome back. Now it's time to find out what's going on in the world of sports. Let's get today's sports segment started with a look at how some former Auburn standouts performed in the NFL over the weekend. Making his first NFL start on Sunday, Derek Hall took full advantage of the opportunity. The second-year pass rusher finished with 2 sacks, 4 quarterback hits, 5 tackles, and a forced fumble to lead the Seahawks to a dominant 24-3 victory over the Miami Dolphins. Hall, who didn't have a sack his entire rookie year, now has 3 sacks through the first 3 games this season. After the game, he was given the game ball by first-year head coach Mike McDonald, who said Hall was playing like his hair was on fire. Jamie and Sherwood picked up where he left off the week before with another impressive performance on Thursday Night Football. After racking up a career-high 12 tackles in Week 2, he started again this week in place of the injured C.J. Mosley and totaled 5 tackles to help the Jets beat the New England Patriots 24-3. Sherwood's coverage grade of 77.8 was second on the Jets behind Sauce Gardner. The Colts' offensive line has been one of the best in the NFL through 3 weeks, and Braden Smith is a big reason why. In Sunday's victory over Chicago, the starting right tackle led the way on offense with a PFF grade of 84, highlighted by his 85.9 run blocking grade. Running back Jonathan Taylor rushed for 135 yards, and 13 of his 23 carries went Smith's way toward the right side of the line, including a 29-yard touchdown run. Moving over to this weekend's upcoming football action, the UAB football program is welcoming patients from Smile a Mile to its practice today for a meet and greet ahead of Saturday's game. 100 UAB football players have been matched with patients from Smile a Mile and will wear the last name of that patient on the back of UAB's alternate black and lime jersey. The jersey will then be given to that patient at the end of the football season. Patients from Smile a Mile will be arriving at the Football Operations Center at 10:30 a.m. to watch practice and will meet their player match when practice ends. Smile a Mile's mission is to provide hope, healing of the spirit, and love for the whole family during the childhood cancer journey. Through year-round meaningful and educational programming, Smile a Mile helps those in Alabama who are affected by childhood cancer thrive during treatment and the years beyond. The second annual Smile a Mile game is this Saturday against Navy at Protective Stadium. Kickoff is set for 11 a.m. on ESPN2. That covers sports for today, but make sure to check with the Cullman Tribune each day for the latest in sports coverage from across the area. We'll be back after this message. Hello and welcome back to Cullman Today. Now it's time to speed things up with the news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. 4th graders from Miss Harbison and Miss Duckett's classes at West Point Intermediate School had a fun day working on good hygiene practices. Yesterday, the students focused on brushing teeth correctly and the importance of doing so. Good oral hygiene can help prevent heart and gum disease. The United Way of Cullman County, Arley's Women's Club, and the Winston County Board of Education, along with many other individuals and organizations who have worked together, have accomplished their mission to bring Dolly Parton's Imagination Library to Winston County. Parents of children 5 and under living in Winston County can sign up to receive free books for their children once a month straight to the mailbox. Reading at a young age fosters cognitive development, enhances language skills, and nurtures curiosity, which creates a strong foundation for lifelong learning. Early exposure to reading also improves critical thinking and problem-solving abilities, leading to greater academic and professional successes later in life. The Cullman County Emergency Management Agency said that Cullman area could see as much as 5 inches of rain through this Saturday. Director Tim Sarton said with the strengthening of Hurricane Helene, the area could see more rain than's been predicted. Sarton offered the following tips to residents. Bring in or secure any loose items like furniture, decorations, or tools that could become projectiles. Trim any tree limbs that might damage the house ahead of time. Avoid going outside and being struck by flying debris. Make sure your phone is charged in case you lose power. Unplug electronics and appliances to prevent damage from power surges if the power goes out. Remember to call 911 in the event of emergency and stay informed, safe, and weather aware. On Saturday, November 16th, hopeful thespians aged 6 to 16 can join Cullman Community Theater as they hold auditions for The Wizard of Oz Jr. Auditions will be held from 10 a.m. to noon and then again from 1:30 to 5:30 p.m. at Cullman Technology Village, across the street from If the Shoe Fits. The production team asked that auditioning performers come prepared to sing a verse from the film's noteworthy song, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and the judges will choose a passage for reading. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be back after this quick message. Welcome back. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. Mark Sidney Edens. Mark Sidney Edens, 74 of Vinemont, passed away peacefully in his home on Sunday, September 22nd, surrounded by his family. Visitation will be held at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home on Thursday, September 26th from 6 to 8 p.m. Mr. Edens will then go back to his hometown of Jonesville, Virginia for a visitation on Sunday, September 29th from noon to 2 p.m. at Jones Family Services in Jonesville, Virginia, followed by a graveside service at Lee Memorial Gardens at 2:30 p.m. Donna Sue Holloway. Donna Sue Holloway, 63 of Cullman, passed away on Tuesday, September 24th at Cullman Regional Medical Center. Funeral service for Miss Holloway is Saturday, September 28th at noon at Cullman Funeral Home. Visitation will be held prior to the service from 10 a.m. to noon, and interment will be at Emus Cemetery in Logan. That finishes up obituaries for today. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now, let's take a look at the weather forecast. Today has showers likely, mainly after 4 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 74. Tonight has a possibility of showers and thunderstorms with a low of around 62. Tomorrow has showers and thunderstorms likely, cloudy with a high near 72. Tomorrow night has a 30% chance of showers before 1 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low of around 60. That concludes another edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I'm Cheyenne Chart with Cullman Today, wishing you a terrific Thursday, Cullman.